3 superpowers to make 2026 your best year so far. It's 7:58 in the morning here in Da Nang, Vietnam, and I'm on my way to my favorite coffee place. Today I will talk to you about 3 superpowers. If you want to become stronger, healthier, happier, or any version that you want to be in 2026, these things can actually help you. Look at this beautiful doggo. Hey. Hey. Hello. He ran away. 2025 was the most amazing year of my life so far. I finally quit my 9-to-5 job and I moved to Vietnam to live the life I actually wanted. A couple of years ago I was 130 kilos and I'm now the happiest, the leanest, and the more muscular I've ever been, and I wake up with a smile on my face. So the first superpower is being happy about dying. I know it sounds weird. I think many people are too afraid to die that they just forget to live, you know? And I've talked about this in my past videos before, that in the eyes of certain death, all of our regrets come to life. There is this book by an artist called Bonnie Ware, where she wrote a book about the biggest deathbed regrets of people. These people were certain that they were going to die. Do you know what they said? I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. I wish I didn't care about what other people were saying. I wish I laughed more. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. These are all things that we know consciously that we should do. Yet, we always say that we will do them eventually. We will do them once we get there. But maybe this once will never happen. I lost my grandfather last year, a year ago, almost exactly. And when someone who you have taken for granted is then taken from you, then it just shakes your whole world and your whole realization. So I realized that I'm going to die just as he did. I will have to go back and remember back of my life. And I don't want to be full of regrets. Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of England, died 3 years ago. She ruled an entire nation. She had more money than 99% of the people. And I'm betting that you haven't thought about Queen Elizabeth until I just now mentioned her. This is because we all will be forgotten eventually. It doesn't matter. Like in 3 generations, no one will remember your name. If I die tomorrow, if you die tomorrow, if anyone of us died tomorrow, the world would still go on. The sun would come up in the morning, people would go to work. Yeah, our families would be sad, but they would move on eventually, because this is the order of life. So just realizing my own death and my certain death gave me a liberation from all the expectation and all the things, because it doesn't really matter. I'm not saying this is all for nothing, but basically it is. But if it's all for nothing and if life is just a game, then we just enjoy it, no? The second superpower is being alive in the world of the Walking Dead. A big realization for me was when I saw this photo shoot from an American photographer. It's called Removed. Photographer is called Eric Pickersgill. I had to write it down. Eric Pickersgill. All he did is he took photos of people when they were using their phones. In the bed, on the couch, on the street, everything. And all he did is he removed the phones from people's hands. And they looked so funny. Absolutely funny. They looked mesmerized. There is this song that comes into my mind. I'm sure you know it. It's this song from Screaming Jay Hawkins called I Put a Spell on You. I'm sure you know it. I put a spell on you. Look at this guy that's coming towards me right now, for example. He's not even looking at the road. Yeah, did you see what I mean? Whenever I think about this, I think about the music video from Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall, when the children, are marching into the mincer. We are marching into certain death the same way that we are doing, because we are just consuming. All we do is consume, nothing else. We wake up, we go to work, and we consume this content endlessly. We are filling our brains with this stupid shit. Look at the doggo. We are derailing our focus and we are doing anything just to consume. One of the best things I've done and the things I'm most proud of in my life is I've quit social media in 2023 entirely. I had this huge fear in me that I would regret it. I had this huge fear that I would be missing out on things, missing out on the news, missing out on people, but let me tell you, I'm the happiest I've ever been since I've quit social media. There is nothing that you will actually miss. There is nothing for on social media that cannot be replaced. It's all just content, endless, numbless content that comes and then goes. News is not the news anymore. News is only propaganda. News is only there to get your attention. One side is saying this, the other side is saying that. Why do you think there are all these like civil war situations on the internet? Because everyone is living in their own bubble. So you are not reading the news, you are reading a propaganda article. There is no such thing as the news anymore. And besides, the Stoics have this idea that you should only focus on the things that you actually can control. Can you control the war? Can you control the gas prices? Can you control the economy? Or what the celebrity is doing in their free time? Of course not. Then why do you focus on this? Where your focus goes, energy flows. This is really, really important. And by filling your brain with all this bullshit, you are making yourself more and more anxious. You're making yourself worry about things that are outside of your control. Because if you can do that, then you will arise and you will be better than 99% of the people who are just filling themselves with this content, this endless, numbless content, and they are just consuming constantly and all the time, if you know what I mean. And the third superpower is being pulled and not pushed. When you have to push something, when you have to force something, it will break eventually. And it's not yours if you have to use force to take it. You could talk to me about chemistry or physics, which I'm sure are really, really important topics and exciting topics, but I don't care about them really. I really don't care about them. I could get an A, I could learn them in school if I really wanted to, but I really don't want to because I don't feel a pull towards it. Pulling is when you feel that you have to do something, you're interested in something. An easy way to figure out what you are pulled towards to is if you ask yourself the question, what is the topic that you can talk about endlessly? And also, what is the thing that feels like fun to you, but feels like work for others? Are you interested in, I don't know, hotels? Are you interested in hats? Are you interested in trees? Are you interested in plants? This is your pulling. This is your soul telling you that this is something you have to deal with and this is something you have to focus on. There is a swing here, look at that. It's so nice. I'm gonna sit down here on this swing. I was always so rational, but I was doing things that I really didn't want to because I was not listening to where I was pulled. And if you silence your mind, if you silence your brain and you just listen to what your soul is trying to tell you, this is a much better way of living than just pushing things that are not yours, going to university that's not yours, doing a job that is not yours. Because yeah, you have to make a living and you have to make money, I understand, but what would happen if you did something you actually cared about? If you are now doing so well in an area that you hate and this is not your calling, what would happen if you actually did something that you cared about? It can be anything. Maybe you want to be the best flag maker in the whole world, you know? Now you say that, oh, this is not a real job. But if you become the best flag maker in the whole world because you are interested in it, this is your calling, this is your purpose on life. I'm going to give you some action steps on how to start. These are action steps that worked for me. This is really important. They will not necessarily work for you, and that's completely okay. I'm not saying you this is the recipe. I'm only saying you give it a try. Try it. See how you feel. For the first time in your life, just listen inside. Don't numb yourself and just listen to what your soul is telling you. So these action steps. The first thing is predict the date of your death. Yeah, it sounds morbid, but let me finish. Predict the date of your death, and then go onto this website, timeanddate.com, and calculate how many days are there until your predicted death. This will give you a huge gratitude and realization to actually start doing the things that you really want in life. Delete all social media apps from your phone for 30 days. Not entirely, you don't have to delete your account, just do it for 30 days and see how you feel. If you are really scared that you will miss out on things and people, it's okay if you write a post that, hey guys, I'm doing this social media detox for 30 days. You will not be able to contact me, but I will let you know after the 30 days how it went and we can catch up. 30 days. Text your friends. If you want to get in contact with me, call me. 30 days. This is what I did as well, by the way. I started with a 30-day detox. It went so well that it's been almost 3 years now since I quit social media. I haven't gone back. You see, 30-day detox for me went for 3 years. So just try how you feel, and you will listen to yourself. Also, silence all the notifications on your phone. Notifications bring you out of the present moment and they completely take away your focus. Maybe you are doing something and you hear that ping, and then you immediately are taken out from the thing that you are doing, and then your mind gets distracted. Also, set your phone on black and white mode. I know it can be done on an iPhone. I'm quite sure it can be done on Android phones as well. If you go into your iPhone into color filters, you can set it to grayscale mode. And in this way, when you are looking at your phone, it's grayscale. Why is it good? Because it's less distracting. All these colors are making this phone really interesting and really, really tasty. And it makes you want to pick it up all the time. Okay, and another thing, and this is what I talk about in my videos endlessly, is meditation. If you don't know what meditation is, I made a separate video about that. You can check it out. Download the app Medito, and meditate for 5 minutes every day, not more, 5 minutes only, okay? Because in this way you will calm your brain, you will become more present, and all the amazing benefits. Basically with meditation you are rewiring your whole brain to just become a better person. So just try it. Again, I'm not saying this is the recipe, but just give it a try. I was the same. I did not know about meditation. I gave it a go, and now it's become an everyday staple in my life. I couldn't picture a day where I don't do meditation. All we've done so far is we've cleared your brain from all the shit, all the social media, the phone use, everything, meditation. And then you start listening inside. You start listening inside what your soul is telling you, what is your calling, and you write about it. You write 3 pages every single day. You sit down and you write 3 pages continuously. This is called the morning pages. Whatever you feel, whatever you think about, whatever the ideas that are coming into your head, write them down. You don't have to read it back. You don't have to show it to anyone. Just write about your experiences and your feelings, and watch your mind get clearer day by day. Okay? And when you know what you are interested in, anything, literally anything, scooters, trees, dogs, anything, make sure that you become an expert in this topic. Go on ChatGPT. What I do sometimes is when I'm doing my morning walks, I open ChatGPT, and now in ChatGPT there is this talking function where you can talk with ChatGPT essentially. And you can, when you are talking with ChatGPT, you can have a conversation with them. I can ask questions. I'll highly recommend you to do that. Anything. If you want to know about more about the cars, the Honda scooters, the flags, the plants, the anything, the dog, just talk about with ChatGPT. Or go on Google or read a book or anything. You can download ebooks almost for free and download it on your computer, on your Kindle or anything, or just literally like buy a book and start exploring anything that interests you. Because if you go in that direction, that all the other paths will unfold themselves. You know what I mean? All the other paths. Let 2026 be the year where you finally listen inward and you listen to your soul's calling, and you stop numbing yourself, you stop scrolling, and you actually do what you are meant to do. Thank you for listening to this video. I hope you really like this little walk I did here, and see you in the next episode. Ciao.